Okay, Chibits, don't ask about the hat. It's very cold, like, extremely cold, so I need to warm my ears. So, anyways, let's move on to this episode of Magic Kaito. Took a really, really long time for this to get subbed. Like, extremely long. This is Thursday. This is literally fucking Thursday night. Like, I should be going to bed in like an hour. And it took this long to get subbed. I'm thankful translators, got around to actually, subbing this, but it really, once again, sucks. It's such a great series, takes so long to get translated. Even though Taizai is having his issues at the moment, it also sucks Taizai experiences the same issues. And so, I really, really hope we don't get to see this often in the upcoming year, because so many good series get this treatment sometimes, even when they're good. Like, Magic Kaito could have so much better popularity if it had better, faster subtimes, pretty much. And that's one of the biggest upsetting things about this. But anyways, talking about this episode and getting off the overall translation times, I really, really am amazed by this episode. Like, this episode straight off, fucking amazing. Like, dude, Magic Kaito, when I started this series, I knew it would be kind of good, because, I've heard so much talk about, Detective Conan and stuff like that. I knew this series would kind of be good. But after watching it and sitting down watching these episodes, now I see why so many people really love Detective Conan, and why probably Detective Conan is still ongoing along with Magic Kaito. The series is great. This series is just straight up freaking amusing, great, and by far, it's one of the episodes and series I look forward to the most by each episode from this season. Like, out of all the episodes and different series from this season, like, fall season, definitely Magic Kaito is one of the series I look forward to the most, because the atmosphere, the opening song in general, like I've said before, I can't skip that opening song. I literally cannot skip that opening song, and I can never skip the ending song, and that's saying something. Like, usually I'm always one to just quit out of the episode at the ending song. That's usually how I am. But the ending song on Magic Kaito, man, is just something else. Like, I honestly, I'm willing to say that Magic Kaito's opening song and ending song are probably the best from this entire season when it comes to opening and ending, because oh my god, besides Parasite, fucking amazing opening. But, getting off the topic of that, let's actually talk about this episode. Got a little bit off topic there. So, this episode continues where the last episode left us off at. Pretty much we have it to where little kid Conan is trying to uncover the motive of Magic Kaito. And the thing is that with this episode, it doesn't really address what I had an issue with in my last review of the series. Now, it wasn't necessarily an issue because, of course, Detective Conan's out and most likely to explain a lot more, but I didn't understand how we went from, Detective Conan being as an adult in the helicopter at the earlier parts of the series to him being a kid last episode, and Kaito seems like he already recognized him and knew he was a kid. That was one thing I had a problem with, but it wasn't really addressed with this episode. But at the end of the day, should I really let that drag down the entertainment value of this episode? No. This episode was brilliant. Just straight up brilliant. I got to actually see Conan's mindset, and that right there actually has me intrigued to wanting to watch Detective Conan, because at the end of the day, when it came to this episode, Kaito Kid won, but Conan technically won too. They both won. Because, let's actually look at this, okay? This episode really wasn't a robbery. It was more like Kaito Kid just revealing a thief, or a person that's pretty much smuggler or mafia dude. Someone that's just, trying to make money through illegal means. And you have to where Kaito Kid reveals this, and then, Conan actually keys in on this, and he just lets, Kaito do what he wants. So, the overall aspect of how there is some, R&R connection between Kaito and Conan was pretty interesting to see. I did not expect an R&R connection like that between them, especially about the mothers, the similar mothers, and then how, Conan keyed in that Kaito's mother is the Phantom Lady. I was like, ooh, shit. He just gave him some, valuable information, because, now he can pin the dots. If he is Kaito Kid technically stealing, and Kaito Kid in the past technically disappeared with the Phantom Lady in the past, he's gonna connect the dots and think, wait, this ain't the same, Kaito Kid from the past. He will definitely connect those dots. So, I guess Kaito Kid kind of revealed a lot of information he should not have revealed, but it was still an impressive episode. Like, the episode overall kept my attention, entertaining, and as always, as I say with this series, it's stunning to see how this series can hold my attention when it's just, Kaito stealing things, usually, or being a thief. It's impressive to see a series hold my attention span like this, because, I mean, you'd think a series that's like that with an overall setup with just stealing things and breaking into things, it would kind of get eventually boring, but, like, Magic Kaito does not do that to me, which is very good. That's amazing. So, I guess this is going to conclude my review of Magic Kaito this week. Hopefully, next week, the translations for the next episode get subbed sooner, and hopefully we get more, of an appearance of Detective Conan versus Kaito Kid. So let me know in the comments below, what was your favorite moment of this episode? I love you, please be safe, Chibi out.